In just a few short years, some revolvers have exploded in value, with increases reaching up to 300%. Driven by scarcity, shifting collector interests, and discontinued production, these firearms are rapidly becoming rare treasures. So, let's the inside scoop on these 15 models that are seeing the biggest jumps in value. Number 15. Harrington & Richardson Topper. Harrington & Richardson manufactured the Topper single-shot revolver from 1946 through 1986. The design featured break-action operation chambered in .22 LR with 6-inch barrel. Total production exceeded 500,000 units across 4 decades. Original retail pricing ranged from $15 to $35 depending on production year, equal to approximately $200 to $450 in current dollars. Current market pricing for Topper revolvers ranges from $150 to $300 depending on condition and included accessories. Early production examples from the 1940s and 1950s command premiums over later production. A first-year Topper with original box currently sells for $300 to $400. Standard examples sell for $175 to $275. Values increased approximately 100% over 5 years as collectors recognize the historical significance as affordable youth training revolvers. Market analysis indicates Topper values will reach $250 to $450 within 18 months. The appreciation represents increases of 40 to 60% over current pricing. The simple design and reliable function appeal to collectors seeking complete H&R collections. Factory variants, including different barrel lengths and caliber options, create collecting subcategories with varying appreciation patterns. Number 14. Charter Arms Bulldog. Charter Arms introduced the Bulldog revolver in 1973, chambered in .44 Special. The compact 5-shot design featured 3-inch barrel and steel frame construction. Production continued through multiple ownership changes affecting quality and specifications. Total production exceeded 100,000 units across all variants through current production. Current market pricing for original Charter Arms Bulldog revolvers manufactured during the 1970s ranges from $300 to $450 depending on condition. Early production examples with original packaging currently sell for $450 to $600. Later production sells for $275 to $400. Values increased approximately 85% over 5 years. Market analysis projects original Charter Arms Bulldog values reaching $450 to $750 within 18 months. The appreciation represents increases of 45 to 65%. The association with specific historical events during the 1970s drives collector interest. Original production examples command premiums over later variants produced under different ownership. Factory stainless steel versions add 20 to 30% to base values. Number 13. Smith & Wesson Centennial Models. Smith & Wesson introduced the Centennial series in 1952, featuring enclosed hammer designs preventing snagging. The Model 40 chambered .38 Special with 5-round capacity and J-frame construction. Production continued through various iterations, including aluminum frame airweight variants. Total Centennial production exceeded 500,000 units across all models. Current market pricing for early Centennial revolvers manufactured during the 1950s through 1970s ranges from $400 to $650, depending on frame material and condition. Steel frame examples currently sell for $500 to $700. Aluminum airweight variants sell for $450 to $625. Values increased approximately 75% over 5 years. Market analysis indicates early Centennial values will reach $600 to $950 within 18 months. The appreciation represents increases of 40 to 50% pre-modification examples featuring pinned barrels and recessed cylinders command premiums. Factory documentation and original boxes add 25 to 35% to values. The concealed carry applications and distinctive design drive sustained collector interest. Number 12, Webley Mark IV. The British military adopted the Webley Mark IV revolver in 1899, with service continuing through both World Wars. The design featured top break action, automatic extraction, and .455 Webley chambering. Total production exceeded 300,000 units through 1945. Import to American markets occurred during the 1950s through 1980s. Current market pricing for unmodified Webley Mk Fort revolvers ranges from $400 to $750 depending on condition and military markings. Examples retaining original .455 Webley chambering currently sell for $600 to $900. Modified .45A CP examples sell for $350 to $550. Values increased approximately 90% over 5 years. Market analysis projects unmodified Webley Mk4 values reaching $750 to $1,250 within 18 months. The appreciation represents increases of 50 to 70% collector interest in British military firearms drives sustained demand. Royal Navy and Royal Air Force marked examples, command premiums of 20 to 30%, import restrictions limiting new surplus entering market support continued appreciation. Number 11, Colt Detective Special Second Generation. Colt manufactured Detective Special revolvers in second generation from 1947 through 1972. The design featured 2-inch barrel, .38 special chambering, and 6-round capacity. In compact frame second-generation production totaled approximately 450,000 units. The revolvers served law enforcement and civilian concealed carry markets. Current market pricing for second-generation Detective Special revolvers ranges from $500 to $800 depending on condition and finish. Nickel-plated examples currently sell for $700 to $950. Standard blued examples sell for $550 to $775. Values increased approximately 80% over 5 years. Market analysis indicates second-generation Detective Special values will reach $750 to $1,150 within 18 months. The appreciation represents increases of 45 to 55%. The transition to third-generation production in 1973 with manufacturing changes creates collecting distinctions. Original boxes and factory documentation add 25 to 30% to values. The compact dimensions and reliable function maintain sustained collector interest. Number 10, Ruger Super Redhawk. Ruger introduced the Super Redhawk in 1987 as an enlarged frame variant. The design featured extended frame for scope mounting, 44 Magnum chambering, and 6-round capacity barrel lengths, included 7.5 and 9.5 inches. Production continues currently with total manufacturing exceeding 200,000 units. Current market pricing for early production. Super Redhawk revolvers manufactured during the late 1980s and 1990s ranges from $550 to $750 depending on barrel length and condition. Examples with original packaging currently sell for $700 to $900. Standard examples sell for $575 to $725. Values increased approximately 65% over 5 years. Market analysis projects early Super Redhawk values reaching $800 to $1,100 within 18 months. The appreciation represents increases of 35 to 50% variants chambered in .454 Casole and .480 Ruger command premiums over standard .44 Magnum examples. Factory target models with specialized sights add 20 to 30% to values. The heavy-duty construction and hunting applications drive sustained demand. Number 9, Colt Frontier 6-shooter. Colt designated certain single-action Army revolvers as Frontier 6 shooter through barrel markings indicating 44-40 Winchester chambering. This provided ammunition compatibility with Winchester rifles. First-generation production continued through 1941. Total 44-40 chambering production reached approximately 71,000 units. Current market pricing for first-generation Frontier 6 shooter revolvers ranges from $12,000 to $20,000, depending on production year and condition. Early production examples from the 1870s and 1880s currently sell for $17,000 to $28,000. Later production sells for $12,000 to $18,000. Values increased approximately 55% over 5 years. Market analysis indicates Frontier 6 shooter values will reach $17,000 to $30,000 within 18 months. The appreciation represents increases of 35 to 50%. The chambering distinction and barrel marking create premiums over standard .45 Colt examples. Original finish percentages significantly affect pricing tiers. Factory documentation adds 20 to 30% to values. Number 8. Smith & Wesson Model 57. Smith & Wesson introduced the Model 57 in 1964, chambered in .41 Magnum. The end-frame construction provided adequate strength for the cartridge barrel lengths, included 4, 6, and 8.375 inches. Production continued through 1993 with total manufacturing of approximately 65,000 units, making it relatively scarce compared to other end-frame models. Current market pricing for Model 57 revolvers ranges from $900 to $1,500, depending on barrel length and condition. Early production examples from the 1960s currently sell for $1,400 to $1,900. Standard production from the 1970s and 1980s sells for $1,000 to $1,400. Values increased approximately 70% over 5 years. Market analysis projects Model 57 values reaching $1,400 to $2,400 within 18 months. The appreciation represents increases of 45 to 60%. Nickel-plated examples command premiums of 25 to 35%. Pre-1982 models featuring pinned barrels and recessed cylinders show strongest appreciation. The limited production numbers compared to Model 29 and 44 Magnum create relative scarcity, supporting value growth. Number 7. Ruger Redhawk. Ruger introduced the Redhawk in 1979 as a heavy-duty .44 Magnum design. The construction featured investment cast frame, adjustable sights, and scope mounting provisions. Barrel lengths included 5.5 and 7.5 inches. Production continues currently with total manufacturing exceeding 400,000 units. Current market pricing for early production Redhawk revolvers manufactured during the 1980s ranges from $650 to $900, depending on barrel length and condition. First-year production examples with original packaging currently sell for $900 to $1,200. Standard early examples sell for $700 to $900. Values increased approximately 60% over 5 years. Market analysis indicates early Redhawk values will reach $950 to $1,350 within 18 months. The appreciation represents increases of 35 to 50%. Stainless steel variants show parallel appreciation patterns. Factory target models with specialized features command premiums. The robust construction and accuracy potential drive sustained demand, supporting continued value appreciation. Number 6. Colt Trooper. Colt introduced the Trooper revolver in 1953 as a medium-priced alternative to premium models. The design featured adjustable sights, .38 special or .357 Magnum chambering, and 4 or 6-inch barrels. Production continued through 1969 in original form. Total first-generation Trooper production reached approximately 80,000 units. Current market pricing for first-generation Trooper revolvers ranges from $750 to $1,200, depending on chambering and condition. Examples in .357 Magnum currently sell for $950 to $1,350, standard .38. Special examples sell for $750 to $1,050. Values increased approximately 75% over 5 years. Market analysis projects first-generation Trooper values reaching $1,150 to $1,800 within 18 months. The appreciation represents increases of 45 to 60%. Nickel-plated variants command premiums of 25 to 30%. Factory boxes and documentation add 20 to 30% to values. The quality construction and limited production compared to Smith & Wesson competitors drive collector interest. Number 5. Smith & Wesson Model 14. Smith & Wesson introduced the Model 14 K38 target masterpiece in 1947. The design featured target sights, target hammer and trigger, and .38 special chambering barrel lengths included 6 and 8.375 inches. Production continued through 1999, with total manufacturing exceeding 200,000 units. Current market pricing for early production. Model 14 revolvers manufactured during the 1950s and 1960s ranges from $800 to $1,300 depending on barrel length and condition. First-year production examples currently sell for $1,200 to $1,700. Standard early production sells for $900 to $1,300. Values increased approximately 70% over 5 years. Market analysis indicates early Model 14 values will reach $1,250 to $2,000 within 18 months. The appreciation represents increases of 45 to 60%. Pre-modification examples featuring pinned barrels and recessed cylinders command premiums. Military Contract K. 38 revolvers with documented provenance achieve substantial premiums. Target shooting heritage and accuracy potential drive sustained collector demand. Number 4. Ruger GP100. Ruger introduced the GP100 in 1985, chambered in .357 Magnum. The design featured triple locking cylinder, adjustable sights, and 3, 4, or 6-inch barrels. Early production models manufactured during the 1980s feature specific serial number ranges and manufacturing details. Total production exceeded 1 million units. Current market pricing for early production GP100 revolvers from the 1980s ranges from $600 to $850 depending on barrel length and condition. Examples with original packaging currently sell for $800 to $1,050. Standard early examples sell for $625 to $825. Values increased approximately 55% over 5 years. Market analysis projects early GP100 values reaching $900 to $1,250 within 18 months. The appreciation represents increases of 40 to 50%. Stainless models show strongest appreciation. Early blued variants produced in limited numbers command premiums of 30 to 40%. The robust construction and accuracy reputation drive sustained demand, supporting continued value growth. Number 3. Smith & Wesson Model 19. Smith & Wesson introduced the Model 19 Combat Magnum in 1955 based on collaboration with Bill Jordan. The K-frame construction chambered .357 Magnum with 6-round capacity barrel lengths included 2.5, 4, and 6 inches. Production continued through 1999, with total manufacturing exceeding 800,000 units. Current market pricing for early production. Model 19 revolvers manufactured during the 1950s through 1970s ranges from $750 to $1,200 depending on barrel length and condition. Nickel-plated examples currently sell for $1,000 to $1,500. Standard blued examples sell for $800 to $1,200. Values increased approximately 65% over 5 years. Market analysis indicates early Model 19 values will reach $1,150 to $1,800 within 18 months. The appreciation represents increases of 45 to 55% pre-1982 models featuring pinned barrels and recessed cylinders command premiums. The 2.5-inch barrel variant produced in smaller numbers achieves additional premiums. Law enforcement heritage and practical applications drive sustained collector interest. Number 2. Colt Trooper Mark III. Colt introduced the Trooper Mark III in 1969, featuring transfer bar safety and coil mainspring. The design-chambered .357 Magnum with 4 or 6-inch barrels, production continued through 1983 with total manufacturing of approximately 150,000 units. The revolver represented Colt's modernized design, competing with Ruger and Smith & Wesson. Current market pricing for Trooper Mark III revolvers ranges from $900 to $1,500, depending on barrel length and condition. Nickel-plated examples currently sell for $1,300 to $1,800. Standard blued examples sell for $950 to $1,450. Values increased approximately 80% over 5 years. Market analysis projects Trooper Mark III values reaching $1,400 to $2,200 within 18 months. The appreciation represents increases of 50 to 60%. The limited production numbers compared to Smith & Wesson Model 19 create relative scarcity. Factory target variants command premiums. Discontinued production and Colt's financial difficulties drive collector focus on this overlooked. Number 1. Colt Python, pre-1970 production. Colt introduced the Python in 1955 with early production through 1969, featuring royal blue finish and superior hand fitting. Total pre-1970 production numbered approximately 30,000 units. The revolver chambered .357 Magnum with ventilated rib and full underlug. Barrel lengths included 2.5, 4, 6, and 8 inches. Current market pricing for pre-1970 Python revolvers ranges from $6,000 to $10,000, depending on barrel length and condition. The 2.5-inch barrel variant currently sells for $10,000 to $15,000. Standard 6-inch examples sell for $6,500 to $9,000. Values increased approximately 90% over 5 years. Market analysis indicates pre-1970 Python values will reach $9,000 to $16,000 within 18 months. The appreciation represents increases of 45 to 65%. Royal blue finish, discontinued in the 1970s, commands premiums over later standard blue. Nickel-plated examples add 25 to 35% factory documentation, and original boxes add substantial premiums. The reputation as the finest production revolver and limited early production drive extraordinary collector demand. These 15 revolvers highlight the powerful factors that drive significant value increases in the firearms market. Discontinued production creates scarcity, making once overlooked models highly sought after by collectors. As manufacturing transitions occur, earlier models often become more desirable due to their unique features and limited availability. Additionally, shifting collector interests and historical recognition play key roles in elevating the value of these guns. What was once considered ordinary or underappreciated can, over time, become a rare and valuable asset. These revolvers serve as prime examples of how market dynamics, including supply and demand, along with evolving tastes, can turn everyday firearms into rapidly appreciating investments. Understanding these factors is essential for identifying hidden gems in the world of gun collecting.